The views, opinions, and pages shared by U Wealth Revolution and guests are not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
Hello and welcome, everyone. It's Darius Barazande. Thank you for tuning in and connecting today. We are going to go live with our dear guest, Dawn Crystal. Super excited. We are here and we are going to be talking about aligning to the higher frequencies, the frequencies of life, the body's fountain of life, and the timeless rewind that is possible. And today, I've got a big question for you. Have you been feeling like your body is accelerating and it's aging, kind of more worn down, maybe not feeling as good or as aligned as it used to? And we are going to be talking about what is it in our world that can bring the vibration down, and how do we raise that vibration so that we stay super high, aligned, and in harmony? Well, our guest today is one of my favorites. It's Dawn Crystal. We're going to be doing live sound healing work for you. So raise your hand. And the truth is, I believe we're designed to live 150, 180 years. We're designed to be in a higher frequency vessel beyond 3D, a 5D, 60, 70, 8D body that provides us with the wisdom to know everything that we need for that body to function in a very high capacity of well-being and health. And what Dawn does is she uses her voice to break up some of the lower frequency anchors that lock the body into 3D. Now, think about this. If we are like a balloon, right, we would naturally rise. But what happens if you tie weights around a balloon? It drops. It stays in a lower space in the space it's in. We are going to break up some of those lower density anchors and rise. And we're going to be doing it today. And we're going to be talking about it from the standpoint of your anti-aging DNA. And we even have an activation by that name. Well, who is our guest? Well, it's Dawn Crystal. She's an internationally recognized voice sound healer. She's a direct channel to God, the creator, a medical intuitive, and a respective intuitive life coach, soul reader, and a huge master in pain release, and even the author of 6 books. Now, she is also a leading transformational expert in using ancient wisdom along with our modern day success and the ascension we're all going through. She's very passionate about removing the physical blockages so that we can manifest from our highest selves and step into our full potential. And she's had all sorts of amazing breakthroughs through people and this amazing work that she does. And we're going to be talking about all of it. And she's also helped CEOs, celebrities, and people all over the world to get out of pain, discomfort, and low energy fast. She was even interviewed recently on the Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray, The View, and since early 2017, she has done a live bi-weekly program partnered at Learning Strategy Corporations called Sound Healing Silent Clearings. Now, her unique sound healing CD has been purchased, and these CDs are purchased all over the world and used by people everywhere. We're going to talk about all sorts of things that she's doing and what's happening. I want to share a few stories really quick. One person said, I've been using your anti-aging program MP3s. I felt the change instantly, and within a very short time, a few weeks, I now have glowing skin, healthy hair, plus I feel emotionally and physically stronger every day. Another person said, this was Sharon Jeet. Hi, Dawn. I bought your total rejuvenation package. I was shocked. The first time I listened to the healthy hair, skin, nails, my skin was glowing. The nails look like they've gotten done professionally. My knees are even doing better, much less pain, and so much more. So let's jump in and enjoy today's work session energy from our dear guest, Dawn Crystal. Dawn, welcome to UWealth. Welcome back.
Aloha. Oh, Darius, I'm so humbly grateful to be back. Welcome, everybody. I don't do many videos, guys, because I'm always standing when I do my processes. So, Darius, I hope you're okay with that today. If I will stand up, I'll just mute the video for that short period of time.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's how I do my energy work. So everybody knows that when I'm doing energy work, I'll be muting myself off the video for just a moment so I can stand, if that's good with everybody.
I love it. You know, it's so great to see you. We've never done a Zoom together. You look amazing, beautiful, and glowing. So it's really like just so great to see you. I feel like we're finally connecting in this way, which is great.
Well, I'm grateful to be back. And, this year's been a big change. You just kind of mentioned it. And I've gone through a lot of change this year myself. A lot of passings have happened in my life this year. One just happened 2 days ago. So it's been really a big transition year for a lot of people. It just close people even to me and my pets, and a lot of departings happening. And I know I might be off the subject a little bit today, but that's what I've been experiencing within this last 6 months.
Well, it's not really off the subject because I'm noticing
Okay.
that as well.
Okay.
And I mean, for the first time in the US, in the United States, the life expectancy dropped last 2 years.
Okay.
So people are leaving earlier. People are getting unwell earlier,
Hmm.
it seems like.
Yeah.
And things that used to
Yeah.
happen to people in advanced life are happening younger and younger. What do you sense? Let's talk from like the 5D,
Okay.
from the higher perspective. What is going on with the bodies that are having these
Well,
challenges? Is there something that you're seeing?
um, well, that's where I come in. I'm all about regeneration and renewal with divine creator energy. I know you might call it angelic, but I really know I'm very connected into the source creator energy, which is all that is. And it's regeneration. But like you said, I just lost my pet 2 days ago, was my best friend. And,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, it was 14 years, but it was a great, I have to say,
Oh,
the positives. But I see your little pet here sometimes. Is he still with your little dog, Darius?
Rosie. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Well,
here.
I see her. He
Oh,
was my
man.
pilot. He was actually my
Mm.
soul guide, one of my soulmates. And so with him, it's just, I really feel that there's so much acceleration going on right now. Okay. That's what I'm
Mm.
really seeing. And with this vibration that, you have a lot of other speakers who might, talk about this, but the vibration of Earth is rapidly, it's rising, it's growing every day. I mean, it's just, we're seeing the negative all the time, but there's also a yin yang happening here at the same time, which is positive.
But
And
you would think, or the way that a lot of the mainstream spirituality is like, oh, everything's rising, the frequency's going up, it's so great, love, light, and
yeah,
I am being a little silly to that. But
yeah,
for some people, this is causing a lot of like challenge in the body. Like, what
yeah.
happens in the body? We're
Mhm.
carrying density, but then the frequency keeps rising. What
Right.
happens to people?
Well, that's a good question. And that's where I love what I do, because I've actually been working on myself for the last 6 months. I've been very low, just doing what I need to do to be at my vibration and continually growing. But it is challenging to the physical body. I mean, I love all this
Yes.
high activation stuff that a lot of the speakers bring, but I'm a very realistic healer, meaning I have to say that we have to raise the frequency of our physical body, guys, in order for us to live heaven on
Yeah.
earth. I don't believe in floating outside my body. Okay, I used to do that years ago, just to escape
Yes.
my
Yes.
traumas and all this stuff that I had as a child. And we all do, whatever we need to do is cope. But right now, it's about coming in. It's about bringing our light in to our vehicle, because we are born in this physical body, guys. And
Yes.
this is what we're really meant to
Ask?
do right now.
Can I ask, because this is another area, and we might as well just go all into it, and we are
Sure.
going to get into more of the topic, but this aligns to this. A lot of people that were, I'm seeing a lot of the people that were all about like go up out of your body and
Yeah.
travel here and there. They're When they come back down into the body is still in this low energy, so they may be creating kind of a dangerous disconnect where they're not actually lifting, as you said, the body into that space. And then you start separating your soul from your body more often than not. I don't know. Do you then invite sort of like the ultimate separation at that point, where it's like, okay, now it's just time to leave because I can't be in this
Well,
dense, heavy
it's a
body
choice.
that I'm not healing?
It's a choice. We
Hmm.
all have we all have choice. Of course, our soul wants us to embody, but depending on everybody's life story, there's probably, everybody's going to have a different life story as far as if it's traumas. Well, for me, it's been pretty much my training early on to be where I'm at now, where I could be so resilient, and
Mm.
I have to say, I'm in a physical body too, and have emotions and feelings just like everybody. I mean, losing my dog 3 days ago was
Mm.
probably one of the most painful uh, passings. I mean, I'm happy, and I had to work through that. I mean, we all have to work through our grief and stuff, guys. Okay, I'm just letting you know that I'm still in a physical body,
Mm.
and I was it hit me hard. That's what I'm trying to say. But I know I'm luckily I've had time to work through that till today, because I know how to do it. But I really feel, Darius, as far as what's going on, yes, a lot of souls are deciding to leave. And a lot of them, maybe they just are resisting to wake up or to do the work, because I really feel that the way I present and bring the work into my MP3s or whatever my remote work that I offer that's very powerful is really not, I would say, just kind of accelerating it maybe in some ways where it can transmute
Hmm.
um, into a space of high dimension, high vibration, a little bit easier.
Hmm.
You know, I don't candy coat what I do, but I know that I do what I'm doing and what I'm offering is very powerful because I'm bringing in these new frequencies through my body that I never had running through before, which is really taking a lot of my time recently. I'm just spending a lot of time in nature, just really integrating, and it's been really accelerated for me, Darius. I would say for the last 8 months, almost, just quite a while. I mean, it's been intense. And then I don't know if you get into where we're at now. I think, are we still in retrograde? It seems like
I don't know. I know that
I think
started a little bit after the eclipse or
yeah.
something like that, but no, I don't watch that too much.
Okay.
But when it
Well,
comes
I
up, I
just
do.
know, my opinion, just I feel like this is a good time to let go of things. Uh,
Mm.
Maybe things that you don't, could be just tangible things. You could just clean out your
Yes.
house or, uh,
Yes.
with me, it's been a lot of passing. So
Mm.
I
Sorry.
think everybody has a different, it's okay because it's what it is. And, but it's life, right? So,
Yeah.
um, but I do have to agree with you. I do see a lot more people leaving. Um, Now I don't know. I also, work with people one on one, in sessions, and I do see, I don't like to say that, but just from the COVID thing going and all the shots and stuff is really messed up people's bodies. I don't mean to put any negativity here. I'm just speaking of what I see. I've been really helping people clear that stuff that happened with that and help transmute it and also help their bodies get back on board so they can actually heal themselves easier. And I do that with source creator energy that comes through me. If anyone's new to me, I do the source creator energy. Of course, it's who I am, but it's through my voice, guys. So I do like
Okay.
sound frequency. So just in case someone's new to me, I bring it through my voice. It's just frequency. It's like a sound. But
And
that's what I've been helping people just kind of get people's, I mean, yeah, I'm all about high vibe,
and we're gonna
but I'm also
experience.
realistic. Yeah, I'm here to help
Yeah.
people kind of I meet people where they're at and help them raise their frequencies. Pretty much how I can easily say it, wherever they're at. I work on what's necessary in the moment, and everybody's going to have
Yes.
a different story, but we transmute that and then we raise your frequency. That's why people have really fast breakthroughs in my work. I'm not just about clearing entities, I'm actually going deeper into the soul, um, and really helping people bring in more of their light to their bodies and embodying
Yes.
that, guys. It's not just bringing light into the body and just having a feel good session for a moment. It's about really embodying your light, guys, and really sustaining it is the word I'm trying to find. Sustaining that so it becomes who you are. I mean, it's who you are, but a lot of people just have those feel good moments, and it's great and all having the nice feel good moment. But I'm talking about sustaining your light in your body. When we have our high vibrational light in our body of our soul, oh, it's acceleration for you. It's self
Yes.
healing, and I'm all about empowering people so you can heal on your own eventually. I mean, we're all equipped to do that, but we do have blockages in our bodies and things that happen in our physical life.
Yes.
Um, Disease. I mean, there's just a lot of things that happen to our bodies on planet Earth. So, um, I really feel that I come in to really help people uh, kind of learn the wisdom. It's not just clearing. I have to say, I have to share the wisdom too. A lot of times, we are here to learn a lesson, even if it's not a lesson, but maybe just some wisdom before things transmute. Some of it's hereditary, a lot of it's hereditary, a lot of it could be our own past, and I like to say past lives. But there's a lot of wisdom behind it. So I'm a soul reader as well, so I can actually see it and give the wisdom, and of course
Okay.
that transmutes. So that's kind of an important process that I do that actually makes it sustain, and you grow, you raise your frequency, and then you don't keep going back into the old frequency, or karmic energy. If there's karmic energy involved in that as well or attached.
Okay.
So
Well, I love it. We're going to get to experience some of that today. We are going to
yeah,
take callers. I want to
okay,
talk about some of this energy as it relates to
okay,
the fountain of life. What, let's say we start ascending, we get to a higher vibration, or we release the density that's in our bodies. What do you think like the lifespan potential of human beings is? Do you have any number that jumps in? Is there any information you've
Yeah.
gathered in terms of how long we are supposed to live without the density, without some of the manipulations that have been pressed on humanity for quite a while?
Oh, well, I mean, biblically, I'm not going to get into religion, but biblically, I mean, in the Bible, I mean, people lived like, I don't know, thousands of years. I would say at least 100 years or more.
Yeah.
We're actually,
Let's see if I don't know if Dawn locked up here or I did. Let's see. Let me know if Dawn is locked up on y'all's end. And funny, whenever we ask a question, yeah, Dawn for us, whenever we ask it, thanks, Cal. Whenever we ask a question that's like kind of
getting there
controversial,
now, but I actually,
yeah, she just,
oh,
sorry, Dawn, your computer just locked up because we asked a controversial question.
oh,
That's what
well, you know
happens.
what? I have the best internet here, but lately, frequency. Let's face it, guys. You know,
Let me ask everyone here, since that locked up, how long do you think humans were designed to actually live without, if we didn't have the lower vibration stuff affecting us?
oh, at least
Don,
a
what
couple
was the
hundred.
number? At least
I got a
a
couple of
hundred.
100 years. Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
feels about right. At least to the
yeah,
170s, at least to
yeah,
170s,
yeah.
because the shorter our lifespans are, the more wisdom is forgotten, right? The more you can sort of like manipulate and control. And then, you have these beings that live for thousands of years, like some of these reptilians and stuff, and they can
Hmm.
manipulate like a family bloodline over like 10 generations,
Yes.
and then it keeps this perpetual plan in place, whereas the humans,
Mhm.
we're just sort of recycling, and then you can, affect a new generation. And so it's very interesting, but I think we are going to break through out of this. I do have very good feeling that the energy is rising really quick. And Don, for people that
Oh
aren't
yeah.
familiar with some of what you're doing, the density that you break up, they're going to hear your voice do some pretty wild things.
Uh-huh.
What is that doing? What are the high pitches doing? And where is that going in our bodies and in our field?
Oh, it's basically going to hit the physicality first. And I want to mention when I bleeped
Yeah.
off, I feel my soul's coming up my team more now. So this is where more frequencies coming in for the group. So sorry about that, guys. Everything's frequency, right? I can
Yeah.
feel that coming in right now.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, I start the calls with energy, but I'm bringing in more light right now. So that's what's coming through. I can actually feel it. So it's expansion. But Darius, what you're saying is what I break up with my sounds. Well,
Yes.
my goal is to get to the root cause of what's keeping you at that low frequency. Okay, a lot of times I could tell you it's a lot of times it's either emotions that are current or they're past emotions. Okay, maybe trapped emotions. A lot of times I find there's a lot of trapped emotions and just belief systems, about how we feel about ourselves too. I mean, it's all about where we're at, and a lot of times, we might be feeling good, but there's a lot of stuff that's buried. It could be buried from a young age, guys. Okay, so I go in and just like I'm like the rotor rooter. I like to say, I'm so multidimensional that I go on so many different levels. I'm working with you on the body, mind, and spirit at the same time. But first, I have to go in and kind of get some flow going through you. Okay, meaning there's a lot of times most people we have some kind of stagnation going on. Okay,
Okay.
so I go in there, and then of course you kind of know what it is. A lot of times I'll ask, whoever I'm working on, especially if I do mini sessions or a regular session on the phone. It doesn't matter how long. You kind of know what's happening, what you want, right? What you're really searching or want to feel, right? Is about feeling.
Yes.
And then of
Yes.
course, I pinpoint it pretty quickly, and I go in and bringing in that. Even though my sounds sound the same, guys. Okay, it might sound the same, but there's always a different frequency for everything I do, especially my MP3s are all for the collective, for anybody. But when I work these one-on-ones, it is for the group here. You can always tune into my clearings, okay? Not just for one person. But it's I just go in and start really working on that part of you, just the dense part of you. And then of course my goal is to really open up your central channel more so you can bring in your own light, right? So you
Yes.
can actually bring in more of you. But I also, on top of that, before I even end a clearing or whatever I'm doing, and my MP3s, whatever it is, my remote work. It's all about bringing in more of you and anchoring it into your physicality, guys. It's not about floating up in the stars. Oh, I feel great being on my body. No, you can feel good in your body, guys. It is a little work for some of us. I'm one of them. I'm not. I I've done a lot of work and I continue doing my work, but I bring
Yes.
your soul to your body, to your feet, and I ground it in your physicality. So you can start feeling more of your truth and maybe get your own intuition, get your own stronger, I like to say strengthening your guidance system, guys. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
strengthening so you can actually be empowered because I'm here with the gift, and of course we all have our gifts, right? We all share our gifts. And mine just happens to be this. I didn't ask to be a healer, guys. Okay, it's what I'm born. It's who I am. But we all have gifts, and somehow I really feel this can activate people into their next level of evolution. And if it comes from a place of service, or maybe it is just a place of service to find your own self love. Maybe self love that you just never had your whole life, and you're just searching for something like that. It doesn't have to be a big mountain. You don't have to, put yourself on a stage. I mean, you can. But I just pretty much I live in the moment, guys, too. And I don't really care about putting myself on a stage. It's about really I'm in surrender to my divine self at all times and
Yeah.
asking what I do. What do I do today? What do I do in this moment? I'm in pain or whatever it is. I just went through grieving for a couple of days with my pet, my best friend leaving me, my little pet.
Mm.
Um, but I had to honor myself and stay in that energy. I didn't just escape it like I would have done earlier in my life. I would have escaped
Yes.
it. I would have pushed it down low, guys. But I don't do that. And
Mm.
I'm just here today to really help people come into their power.
Let me get a question from all of you as we're adjusting to some of the energies. This might be one where you have a little bit of interruptions here with a little bit of a pause. So let us know, what is your biggest question for Dawn? Is it changing
More in their
and
light, and we're doing it with
Mhm.
our skip. Okay, we're back. Yeah, there's
We're back.
frequency coming in. It's I all I can say is I'm sorry, Darius. Maybe that's why I don't do too many video calls because
Oh,
there
it's
is
okay.
frequency coming in.
No
I feel
problem.
it. Yeah, I feel
No
it.
problem, Don. Tell me about the work you've been doing with the Fountain of Life. As I'm kind of plugging into it, I notice a lot of people writing in about
Uh-huh.
changes in how they look, but also the changes in discomfort in the body, like,
Yeah.
knees and this stuff's like not as dense, not as tight, not as grinding. What is going on with the Fountain of Life work? What are you tapping into?
Well, I'm usually vibrant, and I don't know how I look today, breathing for 3 days, but I think that we have to honor whatever level we're at that time. It passes. It passes for all of us, but it's all about self healing and whatever you're going through. I think the fountain of life is going to vary per person, Darius.
Okay, got it.
I think with a lot of my clients that I've been working with lately, though, they
Okay.
have had a lot of like they call it. I don't like to put labels on everything, but they've been having a lot of pain, like rheumatory pain, um, stiff joints, and a lot of that is just energy coming in that's leaving. I mean, it could come in. A lot of it's been pain lately. I have to say, just
Yes.
really
Yes.
flexibility issues. And I went
Hmm.
through a period of the time of that recently too. I had to work on that too because a lot of it was just deep stuff that was there, and I don't even know where it came from, but it was affecting me that way. But um, I like to say we can transmute that, guys, everybody, and I could do it with my work. I do it really rapidly, quickly for people, but I want people to know that I want to get you to a place where you can just do it on your own, and you can transmute your own energy. But again, we're working at whatever level that we're at. We have to honor that. We can't, a lot of us just want to get to the top and get to the stars really quickly, but there's wisdom in everything here. We're in a physical body for some reason.
Yes.
There's a reason why we're here to learn the wisdom of what we're here to heal or transmute in this lifetime. And that's where, I come in. I'm here to raise frequency, guys. Believe me, I'm all about high vibe and stuff. I really am. I help you get there, especially in my remote work. But I just like to meet people realistically where they're at and kind of transmute what's there because that's going to raise your frequency up immediately anyway. Okay. And I'm
Yes.
just a very realistic healer, guys. So I just meet you wherever you're at. That's how I work.
We thank you, Don, and I agree. You do, and a lot of people may not know your story. We could share real quick that you started
Sure.
working with people on the beach and having these amazing breakthroughs, and your word of mouth started going out there as people started realizing this person was shifting human beings in a big way. And everyone, as we slowly start to open up the line for questions, go ahead and raise your hand because we are going to take some callers. And I want to get to a few questions more with Don as we start to open the door today. In your story, you started just healing people through sound on the beach. What
Yeah.
was some of the things that were happening with people as you started sharing some of these transmissions, some of these vibrational energies with folks?
Well, now we're talking, this is years ago, my humble
Mm-hmm.
beginnings, Spirit Darius, right? I've
Mm-hmm.
written 6 books about my life already. This is where I would say I've always been a healer. I didn't take a class and put a label on myself. That's number
Okay.
one. Never
Okay.
have. This is just me. I bet when I came to the Hawaiian Islands, and we'll just get a little bit because I could go on for hours with this with you. But I was on the beach. I was homeless at the time, guys. Okay. I was guided to Maui with like nothing, pretty much leaving my whole life behind on the mainland and divorce, getting a divorce and everything else. And that was okay. That's what I was guided to do. No right or no good or bad. But when I these are in the beginning when my sounds came through me. Now we're talking over 25 years ago.
Okay.
So back then it wasn't really accepted sound. It was weird, and
Yeah.
people were not open. So for even I thought it was weird. Okay. So when I was my ego, yeah, but my ego was crushed at the time because I didn't even know who I was anymore. I came here, I was homeless, living out of a car. I was not homeless on the mainland. As a matter of fact, I was very I had businesses. I was very wealthy. I wasn't saying wealthy, but I was comfortable. Let's put it that way. I owned businesses and left all that just to be homeless. But that was my path. I'm not saying everybody's path
Yes.
to do that, but that's
Yes.
where I was guided, so I could somehow get out of my really left brain, very chatty mind of just trying to get me through survival most of my life. Okay, I had to crash through that and break through that, so my ego was pretty much crushed down to zero. And then
Mm.
people would, I would just sit there. I didn't try to make sounds because I didn't even know I could do sounds. I pretty much knew I had a gift of where I could do readings. That's why
Mm.
I knew I had that ability before I came to the islands, the Hawaiian Islands I came to first, another island. But no, my sounds just came through me because I needed it, guys. I was in a really low place. I thought I was crazy. My energy was all over the place. Oh my god! Oh my god! My anxiety. Where do I go
Yes.
next? How do I eat?
Mm.
I didn't even know how
Mm.
to eat. I didn't know where to get the money for the food except pawn my jewelry. I mean, it was crazy times back then. But that's my humble beginnings. And with all that, I would just make sounds for myself, and then that's where the people around who were walking down the beach heard these sounds. And of course, I wasn't trying to have people hear my sounds. I was just trying to help myself at the time.
Yeah.
So they just kind of felt it on a soul level and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just making sound." I don't know. Well, they're like, "Oh, I feel that." Like some people would say, "Oh, I feel
Mm.
like that helped me on some level," and then some people would say, "Oh, can I sit with you?" And I had people sitting with me, and then I was blowing on their bodies. I mean, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was blowing on their bodies, and I was releasing energy, and I didn't know what I was doing back then. Okay, I don't have the confidence level that I have now because I've had many years of experience, but I was releasing things on them that maybe they were carrying, and maybe some of them knew it, and some said, "No, my back pain's gone," all this stuff. And it was just a humbling moment experience, which was very
Wow.
divine and very high vibration, even though I just knew I could do it. I knew I knew that's what I was supposed to do, but it just happened. It's just a miracle, right? And
Yeah.
that's where I
Yeah.
started from, just doing that. And of course, from there I grew and got myself on my feet and got a job, and you know got my worked on my healing more and was guided to do whatever I needed next to get myself to the level where I can do what all these. I mean, I'm working with people all over the world now, and back then I didn't even know I could do phone sessions. So from there, that grew. And some people asked, "Oh, do you have a phone number?" And I had one little cell phone, Darius, and I gave my cell phone number. Like, yeah, maybe you can set up something we can work on the phone. And that's where my phone session started from, guys. Nothing.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
love it.
go to some master teacher and say, "Here, teach me how to do channeling." No. But
Yeah.
this is what I'm trying to say, everybody. We're all here with the gift.
Yes.
It might not be a healer. I mean, I think we all have the healing ability, but I do feel, as such as myself and some of your other healers there, that we're here. We have something to share that's really unique, and it's really who we are. It's not something we learned, and that's what I'm on Earth to do right now. Now, can that change? We're all evolving, right, Darius? I mean, I've written books. I didn't know I was an author. Okay,
I
I had
love
no
it.
idea I could
Yes.
write. Okay, and here I was guided write some books. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay,
Yes.
I'll do it. And I started doing it. So, and all my books are channeled, by the way. I'm not trying to solicit my books here. I'm just trying to say I never wrote any topics down to write my books. They all channeled through me at that moment, and that's how I made my books. Never went back and changed anything in any of my books.
I
I'm just
love
trying
it.
to bring it clean here.
Yeah, I
That's how
love
I
it.
look.
Yeah, we were just talking about the
Okay.
fact that healing wisdom comes in with that
Yeah.
very quiet, sort of still whisper voice. Explain to me, Don, what do you see? And as we talk about this, we're not in the medical 3D like model. We're talking about this
Mhm.
from the standpoint of a higher dimensional being looking at Earth, kind of looking at humanity and saying, "Oh, yeah, I see what they're carrying. I see the energy that's causing." What do you see from the higher realm energetically that causes things like accelerated aging or even pain in the body? What does that look like from the higher level? What is the energy cause that you see?
Oh, I just look at it as just old frequency leaving. It's really just old density, really.
Okay.
Okay, the old density that we're carrying, and I'm not just talking about for yourself, everybody. I'm talking about from your own past lifetimes. I don't, there's people that don't believe that. I can tell you, I've cleared almost every past lifetime before my dog died. It was one of my past. I mean, it was so tedious. I couldn't believe how many past lifetimes I had. It was clear, clear, clear every day. It was a full-time job. It's transmuting our old frequency. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to do what I have been doing for the last year and a half, but I also see that we're carrying our family's energy as well. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
we're here to, on some level, uh, help our families too, as far
Mm.
as evolve. A lot of them are probably, you might even notice some of you guys just, not everybody gets you, right? Maybe you're a little different in the family. Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I
If
was
they're
always
on this
outcast.
show,
I
they
mean,
probably, yeah, they
yeah.
probably they probably all have that.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've been an outcast my whole life, and it did. I mean, I went through many years of just feeling that, but now it's like, wow, I'm okay with that. It was my
Yes.
gift. But
Yes.
you kind of can feel everybody here, maybe that you're maybe a little different, and not everybody gets you, right? But it's just because you're here and you have there's a bigger, I don't know if you want to say mission. It's not maybe not better than anybody, but your mission is to raise the frequency of your family and transmute some of the pain, maybe I work with a lot of people in Israel. Believe it or not, I have a lot of clients there. So I've been really working with them, a few of my
Mm.
really regular clients recently, just helping them, not just what's going on now, just with their own family's pain and stuff. I've
Collective.
been
Right.
transmuting a lot of the old, and um, I'm just
Mm.
giving that as example. Okay. That's just some of the work that I've been doing lately. So as I've been called to, and they book a session with me, or they come have my remote work. A lot of my people just love my remote works. I can transmute all that stuff with you and keep, raising, but you don't have to really know exactly what it is, but you may be feeling the densities because we were talking about that, Darius, feeling this heaviness and stuff. And that's probably part of it. And it's also to be just really teaching us to be more in the moment and loving with ourselves, because
Yes.
we all like to feel like the person next to us. And I have to say, some of our neighbors maybe not so awake and it looks like nothing's bothering them, and they're just going about their day, even though they might have stuff, but it's asleep, and it's just not really there for them to work on. And I went through periods of time with that, okay, where I just couldn't, and it'd be not too long ago, even about a year or so ago, just having to honor myself, do more self
Hmm.
love, more resting. I slept deeper. I had to sleep more, and it was
Yes.
not the active self that I normally am. Now, I want to mention too, there's also been, this is another important thing I'm noticing, Darius.
Okay.
A lot of
Yes, please.
people lately have been gaining weight. And I've had a
Okay.
client yesterday, and it's not even what they're eating. Okay. It's just stuff purging and leaving. And I know I went through a period where I gained some weight for a while back then. It wasn't even about that. It was about just, my system was just so busy just working on just helping me transmute so much uh, density in myself that it did take a little bit of a toll on my thyroid for a while, and my
Oh,
thymus
okay.
gland. And I could work with some of the callers today too on really
Yep, we're gonna
things we're
go to
working
it.
on. I mean, this is all, our calls are always, it seems like, Darius, we're open to really anything when I come here, but I can help people transmute some of that energy, maybe the density, because that's going to help them feel good in their skin, which we're healthy hair, skin, and nails today. So that's going to help you be more radiant.
Okay,
Okay. We're talking being more of your radiant self.
let's do it. Let's do
Naturally,
it.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I've got Jane. I'm going to send the unmute request to Jane. I also had sent one to Susan, but I'll take whoever realizes first. Looks like we got Jane.
Yep.
Jane, you're live with Dawn. Crystal, how can we help you today? What's going on?
Hi there. Thank you so much. So I have no clue what's going on with me, but everything that you were saying resonated with me about not being able.
Oops, sorry about that. Let me unmute Jane again. We had a little snafu. We had two people unmute at once. Jane, I'm unmuting you again, then I'll get to Susan. Okay, Jane, thank you.
Okay, thank
Sorry
you.
about that.
No problem. Thank you so much. About everybody saying that they're feeling this massive transition, and I feel squat. I feel nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. When you say nothing, what do you mean? Jane, welcome anyway. This is Dawn. I don't think do we speak in the past, or this is our first time?
This is my first time speaking with
Oh,
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, well, nice to meet you.
No,
Now, what do you
I
mean
just
that you don't feel anything?
Well, you know what? I feel like my intuition is off, like I'm not hearing it. I have no clue what's going on with me and where I am. My energy and
Yeah.
it's just a mess, I think.
Well, again, I'm a soul reader, right? And
Yes.
I'm not, if I do energy work on her, Darius, I will have to mute off my video for a minute, okay? That's just how I have to stand
No
up.
problem. No
Okay, but I can
problem.
at least tell you this, Jane. Your soul's coming through right now in a loving manner to tell you that everything is just perfect. How long has this been going on in a physical realm? Because, I'm talking to spirit here.
I feel like it's been going on since the beginning of the year for me.
Yeah. Well, I would say if you're not aware, you're sensitive to this. You're on that wave. I mean, there's been so much intense energy coming to our planet within the last 6 months. And it's really kind of knocking us off a little bit where we feel like we don't really know who we are at the moment. Is that kind of how you feel?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Oh.
Okay, so would you like a little bit of energy work? I will just take my video off for a minute to work on you because I will stand up and then I'll come back and sit down. And if you would like me to kind of get things kind of just sorted, because I kind of feel like you're like walking, you feel like you're just walking in a cloud sometimes. You don't know if you're coming or going. I don't even know. Do you work a job or are you retired?
No, I'm not retired. I am looking for a position. I was laid off in November.
This is a good transition for you right now. This is perfect. Okay. So Jane, let's do it. So do you want a little bit of an energy? Are you sensitive to energy work at all? I don't know if you probably worked with other healers before.
Nope, I have never. So I have no idea. I think I'm
Oh, wow. Welcome. Yeah.
Well, yeah, really. But I want to mention, even if a lot of people feel my energy right away, but you may not. And I want you to trust on that because I feel like you're like just opening up. I mean, I don't know how sensitive you were your whole life, but this is the transition. You're starting to open up to be you. So you have to just kind of like, don't get discouraged. Like for me, for years I was in, so much trauma. I used to do I'll give you Qigong. Remember, the martial arts? Everybody would feel this energy through their body back then. And I'm like, I don't feel anything. But I stayed with that. You have to understand that everybody's going through their own way right now. Yours is to open up to be more of you, which is kind of like almost like a place where you kind of feel lost, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's just work on bringing in more of you and see if you're aware of any of the energy I bring. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to stay seated. I'm going to just mute my video off for just a minute. Okay. So I'm going to just come right back in a minute, everybody. Okay. So Jane, I want you to sit there. I'm going to make some sound. So, I want you to imagine divine creator. Do you go by God or source creator?
God.
Okay. We're going to imagine God's light above your head. I want you to imagine just this beautiful light coming in through you. It's not jolting you. It's just going to come in and start assisting to kind of move some of this. And I'll do a little brain rebalance for you because I kind of feel like it's, a little bit, I need to kind of rebalance your brain a little bit. You've had early trauma in this lifetime, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what's coming up for you because your soul's telling me the stuff that you stored, and I mentioned this earlier, the stuff that you stored deep down is ready to come up. So I'm going to kind of help move some of this, trapped emotions. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I am.
All right, Jane, let's start with some sound. Just receive. You don't have to hear the sounds clearly. Just know that the frequency underneath my voice is what's doing the work. Okay. Ready? Let's do that now. Just let it come in. I'm going to make a little yelpy sound here in a minute because I need to clear your upper channels. The channels that go up from your seventh up to the divine need to be cleared. So you might have felt that release right now. Might have felt just like a little bubbly or something. Everybody feels it differently. So we're letting it go. Do you start to feel like something, a little bit of movement?
My fingers are tingling.
Yeah, good. That's the start of the energy coming to you, and your energy's flowing up now. We need to bring some love in your heart, my dear. Those little inner child of you. I don't know how you felt about being loved as a child. Maybe a little unworthiness, right?
Yes, definitely.
Or we bring some love and light and kind of update the record so your inner child knows who they really are versus who they were told that they are. We're going to connect them more into your divine self. Some love and light in the heart. Transition and transmutation. Bringing love and light so they know that what I'm doing with you right now is not dark crystal. It's really bringing in what you're needing at this moment. Can you feel something coming into your heart space?
Yeah, I feel very warm right there. Yes.
Oh, perfect. A lot of grief coming up. A lot of abandonment. Did you feel abandoned?
Yes.
Oh,
Definitely.
gosh. Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up from your lower energy centers. Just bringing more light to your feet. Of your soul. You want your soul in your body? A lot of people live like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. How's that feeling? Do you feel a little tingling or some warmth coming down there?
I feel a lot of tingling. Yes.
Oh, perfect. Your life force is coming back. So you do feel, Jane.
Yes,
You
I
really
do.
do feel. See? It doesn't have to hit you over the head. That's very good. So I'm clearing energy up. You might get a little dizzy for just a minute here. I'm just kind of clearing you out so you get your central channel open more, some clarity, rebalancing your brain right now. If you feel that in your brain, maybe some little energy or some energy movement.
Yes.
I'm just kind of rebalancing your brain.
Okay.
Clearing out the sludge. You got some heavy sludge on you. Toxins. Your toxins are coming up and out. You have some heavy toxins on you. Who knows where it came from? I call it sludge. There it goes. Okay, Jane, just take a deep breath and just see what you're becoming aware of right now in your body.
It's funny when you said cleaning the sludge, I got like an earache all of a sudden, like a pain in my ear.
Yeah.
And then,
Which
and
one,
then
the
it
right?
just, oh no, I was on my left ear and then it disappeared. It was so
Yeah.
bizarre.
No, it's not bizarre. Okay, that just really gave you the boost right now. Did you feel that? I just kind
Yes,
of
I
really, yeah, I just centered you. That's a lot of work.
very
I
calm.
just got a lot. Well, I sweat because I'm moving so much energy, but I just got things moving for you. See, remember, I just mentioned I met you where you're at, and I really kind of helped the inner child of you because I don't know if you had abuse growing up, but I definitely see a child that was just really feeling very unloved. Is that how you felt?
Yeah, I had I was the oldest and had a sister who was very ill. So I was kind of like shoved, they had to
Yes.
focus on the ill child. So I was
Right. So you
alone.
were just there. Yeah, I just see a child there just by herself and not, and how can you rationalize that as a child when you're just not getting the love? So I had to update the records and bring your soul into them and show them the creator, that that's who they really are. And they got it. So there's a little bit more comfort. I don't know if you can feel there's like a little bit more expansion in your heart space right now, opening up.
Thank you. I
And
needed that.
that's going to keep continuing to open up because you just needed that little shift,
Yes. Thank you so much. I
Mm.
feel
Yeah, but I mean, it's so nice that, you thought you were not feeling and here you are really feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, you just had some trauma. Like I said, once we clear this density within ourselves, we'll be more of a capacity to really bring in more of the divine and have our own stronger relationship with the divine,
yes.
So
Yes.
you're there. So I'm so grateful that I was able to just do this. I don't like to call it a clearing. I'd like to call it an activation as well. I did help your physicality as well because I did. If you could feel in your stomach right now, there's more, like you were kind of stagnated, and now you have more movement. That's the word I'm looking for. You have more movement, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And a woman over 60, we need more movement there.
Well, I don't know where you're at on the scale of menopause and stuff, but you're doing pretty well physical. Because when I'm in your body and I'm working on you, I can actually see what's going on in the body. I don't see anything major, except you're just working on a lot of old wounds and stuff that were there from childhood. It's actually from past lifetimes. You're just really transmuting a lot of past lifetime karma in this lifetime. So it's just to be loving with yourself. If things come up, just to be with yourself and know that you're not slowed, you're not stagnated. You're really in the perfect timing of the divine, the way you're unfolding right now. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank
Jane,
you.
bless you. Yeah, much love to you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Let me
Thanks.
share my gift with you today. You're welcome.
Thank you, Jane. We're going to go to another caller. We've got
Okay.
Susan with us. I think, Susan, you had unmuted just a moment ago.
Yes.
And okay, hi, Susan. How are you? Okay, we can
Hi,
see you. That's
Darius. Long
awesome.
time no
Hello.
see.
I know. Well,
My goodness,
welcome.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And we got Dawn here. We got a big party today.
All right. Thank you for picking me. Much appreciated.
Mhm.
Hi,
What's going
Dawn.
on?
Aloha. How you doing, Susan?
Aloha. It's
Yeah,
Sue and
aloha. Do you
Bob.
see my background? This is actually off my porch.
Oh,
This is
hey,
actually
you know what?
my background.
I
Believe it or
love
not.
it.
That's where I live. Yeah.
And this is the first time you get to see me, and I get to see you, and you are beautiful in
Yeah.
person, just so you know.
How may I serve you today?
Okay, back to my eyes. I was kind of told about my central vision that it probably won't come back. I have like how do I put it? Separation of because of the retina, it's degenerating, and I still feel though that there's help for this central vision.
There
That I
is.
can get some of it back, but everybody keeps telling me no, and I just don't. I don't want to believe that.
Your soul, and it's good, but your soul is just, do you mind if I tune in? Could I get information right away? Your soul just wants you to, because right now and I'm not saying anything with Dawn Crystal, I'm just telling you what I get. Just take whatever feels right to you.
Mhm.
But your soul, I do soul readings. So your soul saying is just to be more, I'm not saying acceptance, but there's a little resistance to, and of course we want to change that, right? But we
Right.
got that little resistance there. It's like a little fine line static. Have I worked with you before?
Yes, a couple different times. Yes,
Okay,
Bob
so
and I
I
both.
work at the moment. You, on the other hand, too, have felt this childlike loneliness. Is that true?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
And
feel
we
it now.
got her going again. That I feel a lot better now about that. You have helped me. Now my voice is going spirit.
Well, I'm going to help your voice today.
And I mean, that's why I was even told today that you were going to help me again.
I am, but I want you to know that the help that comes through me is from the divine, and I'm just
Right.
the vessel because I'm very humble. But I also want you to know that whatever activation you receive is what you're needing right now, and it doesn't mean that it just stops because we get off the phone. It
Right.
means that we just let that keep going as long as it needs to go. But I'm gonna I have to help your voice today, and somewhat of the inner child. Were you abused at all, or was just neglected?
Verbally abused.
Yeah, because I see someone. Was it your father? Was that
For In a way, yes, because in the
Feel
first couple
energy.
of years, he had to work so much, so I didn't really get to see him.
Mhm.
But as I got older, him and I were extremely close. There was more of a thing between my mom and I. But when they're both at death, we reconciled and everything was okay.
Perfect. Okay, so today is kind of like a cleanup for you today. Your higher self is saying, and I'm going to move some sludge as well. Is that okay with you?
Fine, whatever. I
Okay.
accept.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, and you're Susan or Suzanne, just so I know.
It's Susan. It was
Susan.
Susan Ann. That's like my real name, but I go by Susan.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
I just
wow.
want to make sure.
See
I
what
just
you
want
learn.
to make sure that I honor you. Okay, so I'm going to go and just do some energy work, what I'm guided to do. So I'm going to take myself off the video again for just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. So I want you to stay seated while I'm working with you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. I want you to imagine divine creator's light above your head, and you can go by squad source. We're going to bring in the energy of surrender and just gratitude of what's coming in from your divine self. Your angels, they're all coming in right now. You can feel it.
Mhm.
Loving, supportive, helping you know, letting you know, excuse me, that you're not alone. We're going to bring in the light. In this moment, we're going to transmute and clear whatever ready. I feel it's a clearing. So let's bring it in right now and receive. Oh, do you feel that?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay, good. Just some density. Perfect. Moving out energy slowly but loving. Going into the windows of your soul. Now I see a film over your eyes. I don't know if that's cataracts, but I'm seeing it.
I had cataract surgery. I know it's like the vitreous humor part, like the floater part, like my gel
Floaters.
they told me is very stagnant and
Yeah.
like jelly.
Well, I'm trying to get under there because it's kind of like you need a little oxygen underneath the eye. So that's what I'm gonna bring in right now, okay? So that's what
Thank
you're
you.
eating.
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Yes. Yes.
Let it come in. Gonna clear the throat. Opening up that throat chakra. That's clearing. How's that feeling in the throat right now?
It cleared it. Yes, it's a lot
Okay,
better.
good. All right, let's go down into what you're needing today. I'm going to start boosting out some energy here. So we're just going to clear out this heavy density. I don't know how your digestion is, but this is going to help your digestion tremendously. Okay.
It hasn't been good lately.
I know. Well, let's get some energy moving. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Clearing the liver. Your liver is needing some help. And just take your supplements wherever you're guided to, but you do need to get some liver support. Okay, I'm clearing up the lower. You could probably feel this energy moving up and out from
Yes,
your first center, your first, especially energy center, second, third. A lot of to do with stability here. Gonna ground you in more of your light today. How's that sound?
All right. Sounds good to me.
More of your spirit, more of your soul. First clearing out right now, so you should be feeling a lot, getting lighter.
Yes.
Perfect.
I feel it going out through my crown.
Yeah, it is. That's where
it's actually going up the front of my face, out of
yeah,
my.
it's all coming up and out. I don't bring it in through the earth right now yet. I'm bringing it up and out, so it's coming out through your crown. Okay. This is going to help your skin because if we can clear up the sludge, then your skin's going to be more glowing.
Oh, great!
That's really the reality of it. When I clear the sludge, we're also clearing out toxins and pathogens. Okay, which is also important.
I'm seeing like the color, like a navy blue. It's very bright and vivid. Beautiful color.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. Just feel this energy releasing as you're expanding. Your essential channel is expanding. Beautiful. Bring love into your heart. Has let the love from the divine come in. Just loving you on all levels. Flooding you. How's that heart space feeling?
It's very open.
Beautiful. Let's bring in some more light to your feet. Ready? Your personal power. See how I'm working with everybody here, just what you're needing. So that's important. These are your breakthroughs. Bring it down to your feet.
Mm.
Oh, that's beautiful. Take a deep breath, my dear Susan, and tell me how this is starting to feel.
Mhm.
Put myself back on here a minute.
I'm tingling all over.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even the eyes are like, they're not as, they're like lighter and they're not as like tired and heavy like they were.
Uh-huh. Well, there's a little deeper. Let this transmute. Like, don't try to, like, I'm so glad to hear that, but we're like, when we get off the call here today, just let it just keep transmuting. Like, we don't want to get the mind too much in what it's supposed to feel. But the more you can stay in surrender and gratitude, you'd be amazed. You know, you'll be amazed.
I understand what you're saying because I had a hard time surrendering. And now all of a sudden it's like going to be easy to do.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, so
Beautiful.
beautiful. Very heartwarming. And I'm so glad I was able to assist you today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Bless
It
you.
was a pleasure. Blessings to you and blessings to you, Darius.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Susan.
you. Have a
Sending
great day,
you,
everyone.
you too. Sending you big love. I want to get one more, and then we are going to do a live process with Don for everybody. So let me get one more here, one more person. We've got Dolores. She's been a very faithful listener, and she has her hand raised. She's near the top of the list. Dolores, what's happening with you, my dear? How can we help you today? Oh, I don't know where Dolores is. Dolores, hold on one second. We'll send you the unmute request there, Dolores. And yep, as we do that, we're gonna look for Dolores. If we don't find her, we'll go to one other person here. All right, I'm gonna go Dolores going once, going twice. Let's go to Pavi, Paby. Pavi sending you the unmute request. Let's see what's happening here. Pavi, how can we help you today?
Hi, Don and Darius. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Um, I was just wondering, Don, if you could tune in because postpartum, my eczema and has just been flaring up on my hands. And
Okay.
also I'm still dealing with postpartum hair loss. So I just wondering if you can tune into that. Thank you so much.
Okay. I don't know if it's me or not. I didn't get all that, Darius. You said your hands was what?
Eczema and postpartum hair loss. Eczema
Yeah.
flare up and postpartum hair loss.
Yeah.
And flare up on my hands. Yes.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Thank you for being here. Have we spoke before?
Yes, we have actually about a year ago.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay. So, I'm seeing some kind of shock. Anything, you might not be conscious of it. Anything happened in this lifetime? Any accidents? Anything happen that you don't have to tell me the whole story, but they're definitely holding some shock.
Yes.
Concussion, anything?
Yes, that's to do with my husband who actually passed away. So.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. How long ago? How long ago?
That was last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Was it sudden or was it a long drawn out situation?
I saw it coming, but it was still shocking,
Yes.
Even though it happened. I mean, yeah.
Are you still in grieving? Or are you kind of a little bit past that now, or more in acceptance? Or I mean, we all go through our periods of grieving,
Yeah, I'm past that now. I'm to be honest with you, I'm not really looking to manifest anything. I'm past that. I'm just wondering why I'm having these flare-ups. That's all.
Yeah, well, it's shock. it's a trauma going through your system. I can help you transmute some of this today if you like.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. And okay, so and your name is Dolores? Or
No, it's Pavi.
Patty, sorry, Patty. I'm just in another level here. I'm at some lower level. I don't even know. Okay, so Patty, you're on the right call. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring in some light. You know, I try to just say, let's just bring in what you're needing right now. Is that good with you?
Yes, is it okay? My kids are with me.
Oh, as long as you can concentrate. Are they little kids or are they older?
Oh, they're little.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what your situation is, but the more open you are to receive, the more it'll benefit you. Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Thank you so much. I'm sitting down now. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, please do. No, please don't stand when I'm working with you, but I will do my best to just bring it in so you can integrate that pretty quickly. And we're going to clear out some trauma. Okay, some shock. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you.
Let's do it. Okay. All right, so let's imagine the divine ray of creator above your head. We're going to go ahead and start moving out energy and light, bringing light, energy, and light of what you're wanting, what you're needing, your soul says. And you will be meeting with your husband again, and he'll be waiting for you when you pass someday. I don't know how comforting that is for you, but that's what I'm being told.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He'll be waiting for you. So just know you have a lot of love around you, okay?
Is he gonna wait for that long?
Well, we don't need to know. See, the thing is, we just need to know that we're going to see our loved ones again, which is I think that's a loving message, okay?
Right. I'm just thinking more of I want him to move on is what I'm thinking. You know, I want him.
He's going to move on. He's got his work to do on the other side. So just letting you know. No, he's not going to wait for you. But he will be. You will see him again. That's what I'm going to give you the message, because I don't always get that message. So I need to share that, even without bringing the mind into it, but just knowing it's a message of love. Okay.
Sorry. So you mean I'll see him in heaven? Is that what you're saying? Or
that's the way I perceive it, but that's what I got. Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Let's bring in some energy of what you're needing right now. So you ready to receive, Patty?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, just put that density off you. Then when I do that sound, I'm actually clearing your aura. Okay, your aura is a little heavy. I like to call it the aura of the biofield. Biofield. It's kind of the same. There, you might feel some flow starting to happen more now. I'm gonna clear. Now, Patty, you're not holding anything with your husband as far as his passing or anything, right? You accept it. It's just time to go.
Sorry, what was the question?
Question is, if you accept your husband's passing, it's just his time to go. Even though it's time, but I'm just asking you, just on an emotional level.
Well, the thing is, I do have some regrets.
Yeah,
of course,
because sure. I felt like if I found, an energy healer or energy healing, probably even a year before that, I probably would have been able to save his life, but I didn't. So I feel like I was, too late, kind of thing. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, like I could have done better.
Well, okay, your soul is coming into this, is trying to transmute this. This is why I'm bringing this up. It's not to make you cry, but this is actually good because you're starting to transmute right now. Is that it never was your fault. Actually, he stayed longer with you than he was supposed to, for the sake of your comfort. But at the same time, we do have to go when we have to go. So it's like you've done everything right. And I want to help you kind of transmute this guilt or whatever this is, because it's not your fault. It's really his time to go. And somehow your higher self wants you to know that that's really the truth. Okay. I'm not just telling you that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And I understand it's a process, but I want to help move that so you can kind of clear some of the shock. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not your fault. You did everything right. Okay. Now there's energy coming into your heart. I'm moving out some of this energy that's been circulating. Can you feel that? It's kind of releasing.
I'm feeling like heat. I'm starting to feel a lot of heat, and I'm having tears too. So
Yeah, but
I'm
the
hoping
tears are
that's
good. This is all
a good
energy
sign.
transmuting.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let it come up. Don't hold it down. This is time to heal. You ready?
Yes.
I know it's not comfortable, sweetheart. I'm sending you love. Just let it come up and out. Beautiful. How's that starting to feel? A little bit getting lighter. Love coming into
I'm actually, yeah, I'm shaking.
it's beautiful. It's moving out. That shaking is good. That's the shock. We'll let the shock come up and out. Just shall be smoothing out here, and I'm bringing in more of your soul to assist you. It's in your body, it's your feet. Love. I think you're kind of preoccupied with it. It's your time to heal.
Right. No, I was shaking, and yeah,
Okay.
thank you
Okay,
so much.
I'm bringing more of your light right now because I know you're a little preoccupied.
Oh, I'm back now. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm just finishing up right now. I just wanted to give you the activation so it's like a time release capsule for you. So this way, if we don't talk ever again, you received it, what you needed to receive at this moment to help you move forward. Remember, I was mentioning that earlier in the call.
Right.
It's all about moving on and moving, but of course, honoring and allowing things to come up because you had this shock kind of rotating.
Right.
Okay, just take a deep breath. Nothing forced. Just see if you're starting to feel a little bit of difference. Maybe a little lightness starting to come over you. I know
I
you're
do. I
relieving.
do feel a little lightness. I feel like did you take the regret away? That's what it feels like. Like you took the
Did.
regret
Well,
away
I
from me.
cleared the guilt, a lot of guilt.
Wow.
The guilt, right?
Wow.
Yeah. It definitely was guilt because I sort of surrendered to the medical community. I just gave up. So, like you said, it's not really my fault, but thank you so much. Thank you. I really
Well,
appreciate
what
it.
we released today is loving. We're bringing in the divine. I didn't overstep your boundaries. I only brought in what you're needing to transmute and help to move things because it is a process with grieving, and I just going through it myself in some ways, but working on it myself. So it's no coincidence I'm working with you because I've been dealing with. I've had a lot of deaths this year, okay, including this week. So I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, we have to honor the process, okay, and we have to love ourselves in the process. And I did kind of make it like a time release capsule for you. So this way, you'll feel maybe some comfort and some assistance or whatever you're needing when things come up. But I wanted to move the circulating trauma
Okay.
that was you were feeling. I call it shock. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Don. Thank you,
But love and
Pavi.
light.
And
Yeah.
yeah, love and light. And I'm very interested in that time release capsule too and how this goes. I wanted to do that. I felt that was just something Spirit was saying we must do today, and Pavi was the one that we were waiting for. We're waiting for everybody. So this is why we're going to do a process for everyone here today. Now, this is something special. It's called the anti-aging DNA activation. Tell us what we're getting. Well, let's just do it, Don. I think people are ready. Anything you need to do, if you need to shut off your computer screen or just
Yeah, I
like
will.
go
I
dark,
will.
then yeah, whenever you're ready, tell us what we need to know and let's do it.
Well, I just want everybody to be open because,
Mhm.
we're bringing in divine creator energy. If anybody could just stay, I don't want anybody walking around or multitasking as much as you can just to kind of be sitting
Okay.
or lying down. And
Okay.
this activation is really to go deep. So it's going into your DNA. So I'm going to be doing like a DNA upgrade. I'm not a big talker. Like some of the healers here like to just explain. I'm all about just bringing in light and letting that energy bypass our busy minds so it can go deeper. Then we're talking, Darius, about longevity today, right? So
Yes.
This is all about that for you, and really helping you really transmute and coming to your full light of who you are, bringing in more of you. And of course, it's anti-aging because, you know, when we bring in more light, we radiate. Okay.
Yes.
But we're going to just meet everybody where they're at. So this is just going to be an activation where I will be bringing in sounds, different sounds. And I just want you to know that I might just say, put your attention here. And there, I'm just bringing in the light of the divine. So even my ego's out of the way. I just go with it. Okay. So
Yes.
everybody, let's start. So I'm going to go ahead and just stand up and I'm going to take my video off for just a moment. I'll be right back. So let's do that now. Okay. Let's just get it. Just want you to take a nice easy breath, everybody. Just close your eyes for just a moment. Nice easy breath into your lower abdomen, everybody. And exhaling it out easy and effortlessly on the out breath. Nice and easy. Nothing forced. Let's take a nice easy breath, everybody. Into your lower abdomen. It's nice and easy. Exhaling it out on the out breath, nothing forced, just loving. Nice little ha breath. I feel a lot of tension with a lot of people, maybe just stressed just in your own lives, or maybe just worried about the world. You know, right now there's just, you know, what I'm trying to do is kind of bring us to a state of peace within our being so we can radiate at our highest frequency. So whatever's happening us in the world just is there, but we can raise our frequency above and beyond that and transmute, okay? Without doing anything really. And you're going to transmute all your loved ones and your family members around you, even if they don't even know it. It's just a loving by you being at the higher vibration. Let's do it one more time. Excuse me. Taking a nice easy breath of light into your lower abdomen, everybody, and exhaling it out easy and effortlessly on the breath. Okay, let's go ahead and just bring in some light. I'm starting to bring it into now for the divine. I'm going to go ahead and make my little nice little yelpy sound here so I can really open up those upper channels for everybody up to the divine. So you have your own clear connection without me. So everything's going to go up for right now. So I know that sounds obnoxiously weird, but some of you guys senses there will probably just feel like something just lifted off your head. I call it like a cap.
Yeah, I felt.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry,
kind of like,
I felt that.
you know, it's funny. I work with people too. Yeah, Darius, I work with people. They're like, I don't have anything there, and then sure enough, I do that. Oh, I just felt like something
Like,
really.
oh, yeah, that's exactly what I felt.
Yeah. Okay, that's good because that's going to bring in more light and more energy to you. So let's do that now. And it doesn't have to hit you over the head. We're just good. We're just kind of clearing up right now. The seventh to the divine. All the dimensions. Bringing light through there. Getting that central channel. We're going to start expanding that now. Clearing out whatever density is there. Just coming through you. Coming in. It's trickling in right now from your crown, everybody. We're going to clear a little density, everybody. Any trapped emotions, anything that's blocking your central channel from expanding right now? I'm just going to clear some space here for you. Whatever's ready to be released right now, transmuted, is going to come up and out. Whatever it is. I'm going to bring in some more light to the heart to really open our hearts up. Bringing more love in our hearts right now, into our inner child. Helping us remember who we really are. Coming in to assist. we're going to start transmuting some of this karmic energy you're holding right now that's ready to be released. It's from your own karma or from your ancestors. We're going to start transmuting this energy right now, guys, because it's ready to, whatever's ready to be released for you. You've learned the what wisdom. Now we need to transmute it into divine love. So it's just going to start doing that right now as you're breathing lightly into your belly and letting it go. And the out breath, easy and effortless. Going into every cell, renewal, regeneration. I see a lot of sludge leaving people here. Heavy energy, just kind of the load you've been carrying your whole life. Just lifting off your backs. If it's yours or not, it doesn't matter. We're letting it go now to the divine that beats your heart, breathes your lungs, everybody. It does it for every living creature on this planet. Transmute, regenerate, renewing your cells, your stem cells, also lengthen your telomeres, everybody. We're talking about longevity here, right? We're going to lengthen our telomeres right now. Nice expansion happening here right now. Excuse me. Now, some of you might be dizzy right now. Don't worry about that. I'll be grounding us here in just a moment. Very deep right now. Going into every layer and cell of your being. Renewal and regeneration. We like the telomeres. Going into the DNA. We're going to do a full DNA upgrade for you guys. What you're ready for. Grounding this. Grounding more life force, more of your light, more of your souls coming in. To your feet. And your physicality, your body, to planet Earth. See if you're aware of any heat or tingling sensation coming down to your feet right now. It doesn't have to hit you over the head, guys. Our souls are loving. If you're yawning, that's transmutation. Let it come in because that's actually you transmuting. Some of you guys might be doing some body jerking. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Just really bringing in more light, more surge, more flow, opening your central channels. I'm going to clear the spine right now. Be guided. Open up the vertebrae, guys. That open up our nervous system, upgrading our nervous system right now to what's needed for the higher frequencies that are coming to you. Upgrading the central nervous system. I saw one of you guys, your neck is going in play. I could see people's energy. Kind of doing like a spinal alignment, but actually what I'm doing is really upgrading your central nervous system, guys. It's all about the new frequencies, but we need to be able to sustain that and ground that in our being. This is all about anti-aging, guys. We're grounding more light right now, so you might feel a little bit more flow to your feet. This is good. It's like regenerative, rejuvenation for your whole body, mind, and spirit. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of energy. Just take a deep breath, everybody, and see how you're feeling in your physicality right now by feeling around in your body, feeling the tingling sensation or heat or coolness happening, expansion. Now, depending on where your mind is, everybody, right now, is going to be the way that you feel this, because if you're multitasking, it's like almost like you might feel it a little later, even like a time release capsule, like I was saying earlier, where you might just get a little bit of an aha surge moment, maybe later in your day when you kind of quiet yourself down. Because I bring it in a way that's really for your highest good. I don't sit here and try to jolt people, because that's not serving you. But I am here to activate, and we just did a really beautiful right now. This is just like a renewal, regeneration, not just for your healthy hair, skin, and nails. I went deeper. I went into the DNA, your telomeres. Went into clearing off any ancestral energy that needed to be transmuted, and I like to call it just kind of brought into the light. Just one more sound to your feet. Okay, so everybody could just slowly open your eyes, take a nice stretch up to the sky. Okay, so we're gonna just let people sit with that. Again, don't try to judge how you feel it, how much you feel it, because everybody's going to receive an activation in the way that serves you. Okay, so it's all about me being in service, but also working with what is needed right now. As I mentioned before, I work with you in this moment. And of course, it's gonna continue beyond this call, okay? So, Darius, I'm gonna leave us with that, and I'm gonna come back.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. Amazing. I'm gonna wait to see if I come back here. Can y'all hear me? Okay, there we go. Wow. So I had a lot going on, yawning constantly. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
could hear me. I hopefully was muted. I don't know. I started jerking a lot, like my legs,
Yeah.
and I was fidgeting. And then you said, you might be, I was like moving constantly. I felt a cap come off my head. And I also had a lot of like drainage where like my sinuses started opening up. So everything you were saying, I was like feeling all over the body. And I also felt like I had a hard time staying still. Like my body wanted to move, and I felt like I kept trying to ground in. So it was like all these like movements and things going on. It was I'm glad I wasn't on camera, because I'll tell you, I was really moving a lot.
It's
It was
good.
pretty wild. I've not had anything affect me like that, like the physical body in that way. It was almost
Oh,
like,
it's releasing.
yeah, yeah,
It was actually releasing. Darius, you mind if I fix your shoulder on the left side?
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, just your shoulder was a little bit off. Can you feel that? I just
I
adjusted.
felt a tingle. So this is my left
Yeah.
side. I felt
Yeah.
a tingle back here.
It's
So,
from work. You look like you work out, so it looks like your muscles were a little tight, so I just loosened it up.
oh wow, very
Yeah,
good. Yeah, I'm
and
always
it's a
like
good thing.
noticing when I get on the camera, I'm like, oh, why is that shoulder higher than the other?
Well, it's because you work
Or I'm
out,
like
and I can see that.
uneven. Yeah, I'm uneven, and I'm like, oh, what's going on with that? Very cool.
Definitely some
Done.
dust to that. And
Thank
I did
you.
see some people. I did see some people who one of their legs were longer.
Okay.
So that's evened out too. So if you had a little hip issue going on there, you might not
Wow.
be in so much pain from this, because what those adjustments do when I'm working with the central nervous system too, and I go in with the spine, I do a correction on that. So people,
Okay.
a lot of times we don't even know why our hip is feeling, or like we're having pain. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm just letting you know what I observed.
Right.
A lot of times that goes back into place, and you won't feel so the pain or just because a lot of times one of our legs are could be longer than the others. So that was a really deep alignment as well that I brought in for everybody.
Incredible. I want to share, I know we're going a little long. I want to share what Lisa said. I felt everything she was saying we would. Heat from my calves down to my feet. Wow, that was gigantic. So amazing. Dawn, thank you. Full chills. Another person, I'll share a few more. Sorry about that. Rojas, watery eyes, yawning, tingling feet. Really amazing, says Rojas. I was yawning a lot. Gail, much lighter, seeing flicks of light. So calm now. Interesting. I felt dizzy. You said
Yep.
that. I had a lot of energy moving in my body, says Linda. And the comments are, I feel like my legs don't belong to me, says Martine. Interesting.
I hope that's good.
Lots of comments coming in. And I want to talk about what you're doing because one of the things that we've been diving into today is the fact that I believe, and you do too, that we're designed to live much longer lives. We're not designed to break down as early as we do. I think a lot of the healers that embody this are experiencing some more wellness, which is good. I think a lot of people that try to avoid taking the body with them on this journey are having the breakdowns. We don't want that. We're saying in full disclosure, bring your body to the high dimension. Don't just escape through consciousness work. And, if this resonated, I want to share what Donna is doing because this is a very special thing that she's bringing forward. I think exactly for where we are now. It's called quantum age reversal, and it's at uwealthrevolution.com/heal, HEAL 27. And you say aging is an option. And this is some channeled source codes that are going to help break up the densities that could be breaking people down. Share a little bit about this, and I want to talk about some of the elements here. Again, it's at uwealthrevolution.com/heal 27. And stay to the end because we're going to be taking a couple more questions. You're not going to miss maybe the final things we do and maybe some of the final energies we transmit. But Dawn, tell us what you're doing here with this quantum age reversal.
Well, I really want to say this really works with you on so many different levels. Of course, we're looking at just the physicality. So, I could just say some of the symptoms, if you're having them, this would really help you as well.
Okay.
Again, I'm all about soul activation, guys. So even if you're not having these issues with, or you don't want the healthy hair, skin, and nails, just by being in the frequency is going to help you, whatever you're needing. Okay. So, if you want to just go more physicality, if you have brittle nails, dullness, hair falling out, this helps with that. Because we're bringing in high frequency. I'm really good, everybody, as far as bringing in high frequency.
We know. We felt it.
Just the MP3s because they're universal. So I want
Yeah.
everybody to know that you don't have to work with you in order for you to benefit because it's going to work with everybody whatever you're needing. Okay. So if your hair's some people have hair falling out, yellow nails, fungus, to name a few, premature aging, graying of the hair, nail deformity. I'm just mentioning some hereditary issues, guys. Remember, you don't have to know all of them. Psoriasis, acne, warts. Now we're working with healthy hair, skin, and nails. Okay, everybody? Skin tags. I'm just giving you some of the physicality issues: eczema, dryness, pregnancy, mass redness in your face, acne, discoloration, skin, slow growth on your nails, breakage, and that's in anywhere. What you're going to really have in this program and this physical, but it's also deeper than that, is more of rejuvenation, reversal of whatever is going on with you in your healthy hair, skin, and nails. I call it reversal and repair. I would like to say bringing your divine glow from the inside out and really helping your body really get into the health, what you're really here to do, your divine birthright, I like to say, your DNA. Upgrading your DNA is needed too. A healthy hair and skin nail, I would say skin and nails DNA upgrade, stem cell renewal. This is going to help you with tighter, clearer toned skin, deep restoration to your health and your hair and your nails, and your everything, skin, confidence in your parents, because this will help you too if you're kind of even feeling a little sluggish and you're feeling a little bit overweight lately, holding on extra pounds. It's really going to set back the clock of your aging process. And I'm not just saying it's going to, because you're really, everything I bring is always really connecting you with your divine creator, the divine creator of all of life, which is God's source, which is ageless, really. It's ageless. And all body systems will be regenerated, rejuvenated to the highest vibration, into perfection, really, and upgrading your DNA.
I love this, Dawn. I want to ask you about two areas that I think are so interesting in this discussion. Body vitamin and mineral absorption, which is
Yeah.
item 7. What is a vitamin blocker? How does that show up, and what is that? I've never heard that before.
Well, it is, and it happens to a lot of us, including myself. A lot of times we carry a lot of toxicity in our body. Our body, especially if our liver is just totally toxic, a lot of times our body can't absorb. It could be trauma
Right,
from early
right.
on because I've been through this. Pharmaceuticals, medications also have to do with vitamin blockers, guys. And also, if you have digestion issues and metabolism issues, again, that also has a lot to do with absorption in the body. Now, that could be from all different reasons. A lot of it times it is emotional, but not always. I find it, in my case, I mean, I've had a lot of toxins, but I've also, for me, I was poisoned lethally about 4 years ago and almost lost my life to poison that was in my water, drinking water. So my body went through a metamorphic change. I didn't even know if I was going to live, to be truthful. That's how I really got good at clearing because I didn't have any doctors who could help me get through my poisoning that
I
I had
remember this.
4 years
Yes, I
ago. Yeah,
remember.
it's a true story. I that was like one of the most put me really very humbled because I didn't know if I was going to live. So I learned how to clear um, whatever you're carrying. Well, a lot of times it is density, if you want to call it pharmaceuticals, medications. I call it sludge. Toxicity, toxins is normal for all of us. On some of our bodies, some of us are really good with clearing toxins, but my body went through a metamorphic change and didn't even act the same. My immune system was having problems for a while too when I went through this lethal poisoning. But it's going to help you guys really get your body back on board. Okay, so it's really going to help with your absorption. So it's not like I'm putting vitamins and minerals into you. I'm just helping your body so you could actually be healthier and have more energy, right? Energy and vitality and vibrancy and whatever it is. So this goes deeper than just it's going deeper than that. Okay, it's going to help you for the rest of your life, so you can live like we were talking today is longer life, but not a long life and just suffering or having illness. We're talking about getting our bodies on board with the new frequencies come to our planet, but being able to embody that means that we have to clear out the sludge, the density within ourselves, so we can actually radiate the high frequency of our divine self. I call it our soul and our bodies. And it's not going out of our body, floating around saying, no, it's about bringing the light into us because we're in a physical body, everybody, for a reason
Yes.
this lifetime. It might not always be comfortable, but this is why we're in this body. So I'm just helping. My gift is to help make it smoother for you, make it easier for you. So you can, your life becomes more joyful, more fun, doing things that you really want to do, not suffering. This is what the key is, not suffering and always just trying to get by because you have a health issue going on or something's hurting you, pain. So this is really going to help with that as far as releasing those, whatever it is, if the density. I like to call it density because it could be a whole multiple of different things. Okay. So that's what that is for item 7. Very powerful MP3 on that. It's again, my MP3s are not an hour long, guys. I don't have music to my MP3s too. They're my voice. So if you like to know that when you get on my MP3s, I may have short activations, but I make sound. Okay. So my
And
sounds.
I'll share with people real quick, Don, if I could. It's going to be way more impactful, I guess, louder, and you're going to hear it way better than you did on this call. I think that the difference
Right.
with the audio coming from the computer, however, when you stood up, it wasn't as loud as normal. You're going to really experience this on these MP3s. So believe me, it's quite amazing. Yeah, it's something else. And just imagine in surround sound what's going to happen. Tell me about the beauty from the inside out. This is kind of like a overall piece here in item 8. What are you doing here? Because we're talking things like cleansing blood, pathogens, immune system energetics, DNA
Yeah.
upgrade, full body. And I mean, this could be its own whole program here because you're doing
Yeah.
all of this in a big health and beauty from the inside out. Tell us about this one.
Well, this is exactly what I was explaining with the last one. This is just going a little deeper. And I did clear on some of the callers today some toxins and pathogens, which are viruses, funguses, bacterias, which we don't even know we carry, that are in our system that could cause all kinds of havoc on us, mold issues, also viruses that we carry in our body, but parasites. I'm I mean, we all have parasites. This is kind of like, in some ways, it really helps you clear them out because I actually
Yeah.
noticed with the full moons, a lot of people around the full moon, I don't know if it's afterwards or not, but a lot of us have parasites that come up and we have to kind of clear them. Unfortunately, they could be a little nuisance for some of us. So that's going to really help you with that issue of the pathogens, which does include parasites. Okay. And it's an issue, guys, because that could actually, we're talking healthier hair, skin, and nails. Well, that's all about some of us have a lot of parasites and we're not aware of it. And that's going to really help you become more radiant and your skin is going to get healthier. Okay. You don't have to have, I'm not talking about, I'm just talking about having clear skin, guys, not blotchy, uh, like boils or acne, all that stuff, so I'm not saying it's all from parasites, but I do know that pathogens plays a huge role in how our healthy hair and skin and nails is. So that's going to be addressed deeper in that module. So it really could have been, I could have probably made more, but I have an ability where I could just kind of put a lot into
Yes.
one activation. Okay. And
I
that's
love
what I
it.
did
That's the
here.
one
So
I'm
you're
going to be
going to
listening
get,
to the most. I'm going to
yeah,
focus
well,
on
it's
it.
really
I'll
good
go
for
through
you.
all of them, but this one
Well,
sounds like the
good thing
kitchen
is you
sink.
don't have to listen to it every day, but if you listen to it like every other day for a while, see how things kind of work out for you. A lot of people do feel like they have more energy, just energy in general. A lot of people are really, again with this energies and everything coming to our planet. A lot of people right now on this I call it the spiritual fast track that we're on, Darius, are
Yes.
really feeling kind of sluggish.
I want to,
Okay.
I agree. Can I share a story? Because Alice wrote in and she said, my nails started growing, my skin got softer, pain was disappearing all within 2 weeks. Now, everyone's different. I got to say that, because, we never know how it's going to affect people. But she said her experience was overnight, my nails were visibly, noticeably growing. And within a week, the ridges had lessened. My skin was softer. I had a rough patch on the chin that was gone. My skin was glowing. I had a light bulb inside of me right away. My depression lessened from the winter time. I was able to attend a family function. I had not gone to it this time of year in years past. My energy was up. Coughing and wheezing lessened, almost gone now. Back and shoulder pain disappears too, all worth the price, all within 2 weeks of listening to the MP3s. Another person, Caroline, mostly all the wrinkles on my face have disappeared. I look 10 years younger. Let me share this. I'm just reading these. I didn't even know these were here. I'm just like started looking. I'm like, wow. Caroline, most of the wrinkles have disappeared on my face. Wow. I'm eating more fruits and vegetables. My skin is very soft. I feel totally different. Anywhere you go, there's stories of just some incredible stuff happening to folks on the page. Shocked by immediate results. Um, wow, my skin was glowing. Nails looked like they had gotten done professionally. Glowing skin, healthy hair after using MP3s. While visiting one of my friends in Massachusetts, one noticed how I looked younger and said, "You're turning back the clock." I love this and I love these stories. And there are so many people writing in about this from what you're doing. You say aging is an option. Like we're not necessarily designed to grow. Well, we grow older chronologically, but do we have to grow so much older aging wise? And this is a big thing because for everybody, when you think of a certain age, like 50, 60, 70, like there's an image that pops in your mind. But what if that totally was a construct? What if that was something that was, well, pressed down upon humanity to somehow create us to accelerate that path and maybe age faster. I'll never forget, Don. I was looking on the internet and this happened a while ago. I still see it. And they said, like, men over 40, do you have such and such issue? And they literally had a guy that was like completely gray haired and looked probably to me like he was 70 some years old. And they were putting that on a men over 40, 40 plus type ad. Like that's what you're supposed to look like just over 40. And I think, wow, what a way to indoctrinate people to consent to an accelerated age, to a shortened lifespan, to welcoming all of these health challenges. And I've even heard it said that I mean, I don't know if this is true, but they've said like, the millennials, they say they're aging like milk, and I don't know why, like aging faster. Some people say that because maybe they're taking in all this, or they're so worried about how they look, they're destroying their skin. I don't know. It's a big thing people are asking about. Why are the younger generations seemingly looking older? I don't even know. Maybe it's time to cut off all the stuff coming in and just plug into
Mhm.
your truth, and
Yeah.
get off the devices, get off all this EMF radiation of constantly being on your phone. All that stuff is wearing us down. Break the patterns. What say you, Don? And real quick, I want to mention, I'm going off on a tear here. We've got something else in package B that everyone's going to love, and it's 30 days of remote help. So I just want to get that in. It's at
Oh yeah.
uwealthrevolution.com/heal 27. We're talking about soul healing, and you're going to do 30 days of 24/7 quantum energy and cell rejuvenation. Okay. I know I dropped a lot of questions on you. What would you say to everything I said, Don? Sorry.
Yeah, this is really powerful, guys, because you're going to be in really high vibration energy of the divine creator of 24. Not, I don't just do a 20 minutes a day. This is 24 hours a day, and it starts the day of your package. So, just know if you order this package late in the day, then I give you the next day. So I do
Nice.
round up the time so you don't feel like if you sign up late, it's going to start that. It usually starts that day early, but just know I usually give an extra day for everybody, so you know that you're getting the full 30 days, okay, or the
Now,
full
what's
month.
going to happen in these 30 days? And I got to say, please, no skateboarding, no skateboarding. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a really cool image, and I actually love this, but no skateboarding if you're not a skateboarder. Tell
Yeah.
us what's going to happen and what you're doing in these 30 days. This is package
30
B, everyone.
days. It's about really connecting and bringing in your truth and really connecting with your soul, the highest vibration of divine, to support you on your journey. It's a good time to really have a goal or an intention in mind, not to really dictate to the divine how you want it to be done, but to really come in with an intention of what you're really wanting to
Right.
feel. It doesn't have to be a mountain that you're wanting. It could be just a feeling that you want to feel, maybe more peace in your body or happiness. So this is a really a period of time to really go deep. So we'll be clearing and deep into clearing the deepest blocks into your deepest blocks that you have, really, and really helping the anti-aging frequencies, meaning you're going to upgrade your DNA throughout the month, and really clearing any ancestral imprints, um, really blocking you from being your divine sovereign self, guys. It's going to supercharge your energy and your abundance too. This is not an abundance program, but once we clearing this out, you're really going to align to your natural abundance. So I would be surprised if you start getting into more, I call it the divine flow. And a lot of people's abundance, even money, will start increasing. So it's really good. It's supercharging your really your universal connection, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
I want to
your
share. Go ahead. Sorry.
go ahead, Darius. You probably have it in front of you. Just kind
Oh,
of
I was reading something people wrote in. I'm always on a tear here. Says millennials feel so hopeless with the economy and the inability to buy a home, lack of good jobs, etc. They can't help it. So much stress for them. Yeah. I mean, these systems are really destroying the natural abundance of humanity. I mean,
Mhm.
I could go on for hours and just say that, in the US they are destroying the currency. I've been saying it for years. They're on the fast track to make it, what is it? You'll own nothing, you'll be happy. The World Economic Forum. I mean, they are really trying to pinch humanity to make us eat the bugs and be slaves. And I say,
I
fuck them.
agree.
Fuck to hell with them.
Can I tell you
Stand
something?
up,
Even in
rise.
Hawaii here,
Yeah,
even Hawaii here, people are homeless that were never homeless in our beach parks because
yeah,
of the fire. I mean, it is, and right
yeah.
now they have a program where people are getting the free rent. As soon as this year and a half's off, I'm really trying to bring in high frequency. People are going to be more homeless really here. It's really sad what's happening.
Yeah, well, I think it's a lot by design, and I think that
Yeah,
unfortunately they are trying to make everything harder for humanity and enslave humanity. It's not going to
yes,
work, but we have to wake up, we have to
right.
rise, we have to find our own unique power because as the old economy collapses, as I've said for years, the way that we are going to rise is to bring out and forward our uniqueness and everything else. But yeah, I agree. I think the millennials are under a lot of stress. The world doesn't make sense. They can't
Right.
really figure it out. And that's when you have to unplug from all the stuff you're being told and really plug into what is true. And the good thing is like the mistrust of the systems is that grows. And hey, I'm an attorney. I came from the state bar. I'm looking at all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I see stuff like the state bar do crazy stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I can detach from that because that was a role I had to play, because I was
Right.
like, okay, I want to do this, or this is my mission, or whatever. I want to do this. But I also can look back at it and go, all right, that's an organization. Now I have to plug into a much greater understanding field and find the higher truth in that field. And so for the millennials out there, those systems will destroy you. They will not want to see you wealthy, see you abundant, see you healthy. They are complete, like not in alignment with the living web. Again, they are like the dying web. So plug into this vibration. I am a lawyer. I can tell you it's totally cool. You're gonna be fine. My near-death experience changed my life. I saw through all the bullshit and I was like, I can't mess around with all that stuff anymore. I mean, like that will kill me. I cannot do it anymore. That was actually how I got my near-death experience. I couldn't take it. So you've got to plug into different energies. That's the way out. That's the dimensional doorway we're opening at U Wealth Revolution. And I know everyone gets it, but for people that don't, or you're suffering, this is why we do the show. So Don, yeah, keep going with
Yeah.
this. But yeah, I just say, it's absolutely time we wake up and we absolutely take back our power, 100%. No way around it, and it's going to happen.
And this remote will help you stay in the high frequency, guys, even if you're struggling with that. And again, this is really supportive for you and everybody who's on the spiritual fast track as well. And this is going to be really tailored to unique needs. And every day will be maximized. I actually shift the energies every day. This will be also upgrading you, so DNA and all that. And the energy will be targeted every day for you. So whatever you're needing, a lot of people just love the energy because it really helps support you right now in this, like you said, Darius, this crazy world that we're living in right now. And hopefully you'll start feeling like you'll be sleeping better, more invigorated, more of a glow on your face.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, healing and feeling more of you from the inside out. And that's really what my goal is with this. So I really feel that, if you're really struggling and you maybe just kind of feel lost, like a lot of us are, we just don't know where. I think this remote is going to be very powerful for you because I'm one of the few people who's were at the beginning of doing remotes. I'm not doing Reiki, guys. So just let you know, my gift is really bringing in this divine creator energy. My gift is bringing it through to everybody. That's my gift. So I can kind of keep everybody. I like to keep everybody at the high vibration as possible for you. Now, there is also another bonus, Darius, that I added
Yep.
in a
Let me grab that. Mm-hmm.
group call that I just added in for
Love
everybody.
it. I love it. Divine Quantum Energy Live. So that's going to be happening May 18th.
Yes, that's be powerful.
I love this. And, I want to say, for people who are trying to understand how this fits in, I want you to imagine that, let's say we rise to 5D. What do you think our healthcare systems are going to look like? How do you think healing is going to occur with people? Do you think we're going to have med beds? Do you think we're going to have, I'm asking these rhetorical questions. Do you think we're going to have the ability to scan bodies and figure out where there needs to be an energy adjustment? Do you think we're going to be able to help people live longer, happier? Do you think we're going to have like an entire medical industrial complex? Now, I'm okay with it, but when we only base it on pharmaceuticals and all that, it's like, well, we're missing the energy. We're going to have a holistic way of living and being. So everything we're sharing is really more about that higher model because that's where these healers are tapping into. I mean, we're like we could be 100 years in the future, 50 years in the future, right? Here now, because the way out of this mess is not like, the fight and doing all that. It's vibrationally transcending it to where we don't belong in that frequency anymore. They want people angry. They want people like revolting in all of this mess. That doesn't work because you play with their frequency. They want you to do all these things and worry about, oh, I'm 40, I'm going to fall apart. I mean, what the hell, like you have to vibrationally transcend the system to leave the system. So we're all about leaving the system. So Don, how are we going to leave the system with this today?
Well, we're gonna be supported. That's what I'm
Yeah.
here to do. My gift is support, okay? Because I have to agree. I think that it's important to, if we could stay at, until we could really sustain and hold the vibration. It's kind of nice to have that little support system. That's where my gift comes in.
Yeah.
Of course, I want you to be able to sustain it because that is our future, Darius. It's not about pharmaceuticals and all that. I mean, it's okay if you take it. I don't have anything against that, but I'm just saying that's not our future. Really aligning ourselves to really our true way of being, which is really us healing ourselves, or we just being able to just transmute Okay. And I'm all about regeneration, guys, because there's a lot of we were talking a little bit before, Darius, about
Yes.
I'm all about regeneration. Okay, it's a lot of
Yes.
people do go through a period, we get a little bit locked into this degeneration thing. Could be from a long-term health issue or whatever it
Mm,
is. Um, you could just be going through a big period of just unloading. I've had, a lot of my clients, including myself, go through a period of who am I? I've been
right.
unloading for the last 2 years and I don't even know who I am. So sometimes our bodies need a little help to get out of that little bit of stagnation in some ways. And I
Yes.
call it the regenerative self because we can get caught a little bit into the degeneration, guys. And I'll help you get through that because that's actually something that we do need to clear. Okay. So that's all part of the remote, but also that group call is going to be really powerful too, because I'll be doing one-on-ones there as well. So you'll be interacting with me directly. And everybody who buys this or purchases this, say if you decide, you'll get a recording of that. So if you don't make the call, I will be sending out a replay to everybody. So you'll have that forever. Okay. So even if you don't
I
make the
love
call,
it.
it's powerful on the replay, everybody. And you'll get that even if you don't make the call, just because they might not be able to make it at those times, especially if you're in Europe or something. So please know
Yes.
that it could be just as powerful on the replay as
I
well.
love it. Well, this is discounted. It's 97 for package A, 147 for package B. And one of the reasons we
Yeah,
wanted to do it like this, a lot of people said, you know what? I can't afford these $300, $400 packages.
yeah.
I need the energy support. My body is, tired. I feel hopeless. I feel like the system is beating me down. And I even have people who are, in their 30s saying this stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
who remembers some of the like people dropping dead in their 20s? Like, oh, this guy's like a world-class doctor with a heart attack. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. Like, wake the hell up. Get out of first grade. Whatever's going on, it ain't good for the human bodies. And whatever frequencies we've been playing with, they ain't helping. So we've got to get some new frequencies here. And I'm fully awake. I could tell y'all stuff that would blow your mind. It would take you months to
Yeah.
recover from. I won't say it, but I will say this: the way out of it is not to know more, but to experience the truth of what you are. Facts and all these like heavy things, they're not going to help you. They're going to experience who you truly are and the higher frequencies. That's going to set you free. Don, tell us real quick about this too. The highest frequency upgrade nutritional frequencies for strong hair, skin, nails. How is this different? This is a bonus between now and Sunday at midnight. Tell us what this is about and why you wanted to include this.
Because I really feel that sometimes we just need to go a little bit deeper than just the superficial, like saying this is my symptom type of thing. I want to go into really help people with the root causes of this. So this is just kind of going. It's just going to go into a different level.
Okay,
And more
to
into the
the root.
deeper levels of whatever's affecting you and where it's coming from. We don't know. Everyone's going to have a different story, but I just felt that it was important to add that
Wow.
in. And just it's just I like to bring different levels and different frequencies to my recordings, and this is just going to be just a different level of really transmuting. I like to call it not really just transmuting it, whatever it is, that's kind of holding you back from being healthy. And of course, it's your healthy hair, skin, and nails, because everything we worked on today is all about bringing health and vitality back to you, which is going to affect you on all levels, including your
On all
absorption in
levels.
your body, which is so important to be healthy. But like I was just mentioning, what's really important, because Darius, I work with people
Hmm.
just in the remotes, and I hear, I get feedback all the time. I really want to help your body get out of this degeneration if you're in it, and really help you get back up into alignment to your divine soul print, blueprint of perfect health.
Okay, I know we've gone long. I'm going to ask
Okay,
you this final question, and then I'm going to ask you
sure.
to just send everybody off in love. You've said
Okay.
degeneration a couple times. What is degeneration? It sounds like um, I hate to make an assumption here, and I could be wrong, but it sounds like this is sort of almost like a co-opted program we're buying into, or something
Yeah.
that we're being told is the natural way, and humans are buying into this, and so they are. Don't buy into anything, guys. Like, don't even buy it. I mean, like, just question
Yeah.
every damn thing, even what I
Yeah.
say. Just go, do I believe that? Does that feel true to me? Anything I say or anything Don says, don't buy into any of this stuff because chances are, you know, you've got to, chances are, you got to know your own truth, right? That there's no chance of that. You've got to. Chances are, if it's coming from someone who has an interest to gain, like maybe in, I don't know, you doing certain things, you got to feel into it, right? You got to feel into it. But what is degeneration?
Well, I agree with you on that. I think there's just a lot of things that have happened within the last couple of years, including COVID shots, which I don't agree of. I'm sorry. I won't get into that. But I'm helping people even clear that, a lot of
Yeah.
that's caused a lot of distortion in the body. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm not trying to put anybody in fear here. I'm just trying to say that if that's what your situation is, it could be old pharmaceuticals. I find that any synthetics in the body can make causes confusion in the body. Okay. It's taken me years to clear out almost all my pharmaceuticals, all my
Yeah.
childhood shots. And that's what I was guided to do. Okay. That's what felt right to me. And that's why I'm here trying to help
I
people, whatever your
appreciate
next
that.
level that you're ready to release. And actually, because a lot of that causes confusion in the body.
Mm.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I've heard a lot of, I mean, I don't know completely, but I've heard a lot of healers tell me that, the more and more of the stuff you put in your body, the more it separates your connection to the higher realms.
yeah.
And so I've had even healers that have, put a bunch of stuff in their body, whatever, and they come on and I'm like, are you even the same person? Like,
Yeah.
you don't even feel the same. And
Yeah.
then they freak out and they're like, well, why? How come nobody wants my stuff? And I'm like,
Wow.
I don't
Yeah.
know. You're not even like connected anymore. What have
Right.
you been like doing? And they're the same ones that are like, spouting the latest like, woke nonsense stuff. And I'm like, huh?
No.
Like you don't see,
Yeah.
be awake. Awake means fully open
Right.
without any programming, but don't go like all this like spur of the moment, like so and so the latest thing. I'm like, now that's why you're not connecting because you're just regurgitating. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think all that stuff blocked us
It's
so
true.
we can release it, we can open up to what we are, and we can always be who we truly are, be ourselves. And that's who I am.
Yeah. And I
I
have
like
people
it or leave
on
it.
the plant medicines and all that
Yeah.
stuff for this ayahuasca. I never did that in my life. I don't believe in any of that stuff. To be, there's no. I like to say there's no spiritual shortcut. We just really have to do and commit to our path, and
Yeah.
really, like you said, really find out what's true for you. But it's really coming into your own purity. So, if I could, help, if it means I have to, if I have to clear something that's not you, that's really me to bring you back into your own divine connection. Okay, and make it stronger. So this way you get it on your own, not through me. Okay, so it's all about empowerment as far as I'm concerned. What I offer.
I love it, Don. Well, we've gone a little long. I'm going to share it at uwealthrevolution.com/. Heal 27. It's amazing, and we're going to be talking more and more about the energies of aligning to this quantum age reversal as we go through the week because I'm going to be mentioning what I'm experiencing, and as Dawn says, aging is an option. We can get back to this divine essence. I believe humans are here to live 170, 180. We want to shed all of these excess layers. We want to align to our highest truth. And feel into what's true for you. Question everything I say. Question anything Don. Question
Yeah,
everyone. Bring it into your heart. And if it feels right, if you feel that you should be feeling better, you feel like you should be more vibrant, you feel like your body should not feel like it's breaking down as it is, you feel there's something of a spark that wants to come forward, then yeah, go into the activations again, re-listen, plug in again. And Don, anything you want to say? I know I've dropped a lot of
yeah.
information, a lot of bombs. I've vented, I've let out some energy.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful. That's why I love you,
people don't
Darius. Because
people don't seem to mind. I've
no,
run off
because
all
you're
the ones
real.
that did.
You're a real person, and that's why I so appreciate about you. And I'm the same way, guys. There's no frills to me. You guys can feel um what feels true to you. You can feel my vibration. A lot of people just come on the calls, they don't even know who I am. And I'm not
Hmm.
sitting here putting myself on a pedestal. I'm just here to serve. I just know that I'm very true to what I do. And my commitment is to do my own work so I could show up on the calls, like you were saying, Darius, with some other healers, maybe doing all this crazy stuff. I don't do that. I just follow my soul in every moment. I pretty much live with my, I like to say with my animals, which I just lost my animal, but I really live a clear life and very surrendered. And I do spend a lot of time in nature, guys, too. So especially this week with my parting, I've spent a lot of time in nature just for, it's just a beautiful place to get clear, guys. But
Yeah.
I do feel that, I'm here to support you. And if you decide to go with my remote and stuff, like I said, you'll feel it. If you felt my energy on the call, um, just imagine that just being amplified, and it's going to be supportive for you for whatever next level you're going to go to, and really help whatever you're needed every day in the moment. Okay, so I hope that see what feels right to you. I'm just here to share my vibration. And I know that a lot of people know me just because I've been around a long time, know what I offer and bring. And I'm just a very humbled healer that comes in with truth. And I'm really bringing high vibration because I've done my work. Really, that's really the truth.
Thank you, Dawn. We love you and we honor your work
Yeah.
and we love everyone here. So check it out, everyone. And Dawn, I'll let you give the final quick goodbye just so people see you.
Oh,
Wave everybody goodbye and send them whatever final message of
okay.
love you want to send. And we'll see you on the next session. And check out what Dawn is doing at uwealthrevolution.com/heal, HEAL 27. You got it, Dawn.
Much love to you guys. Just thank you for being here. Like I said, if you're new to me, I just hope that you received something from the call today. Maybe just listening to other people that I worked on, because it's a group collective. So it's not limited to just one person. And if you go back to the replay, you know, like I said, a lot of times you'll feel it maybe a little different. Okay. So it's not here to just hit you over the head and see how much power I could bring to a call, because it's the new frequencies. I've shifted a lot of my energy. I used to be like that years ago, but it's all about spiritual maturity. As far as for me, it's really about being in service. Okay. So I hope that you received something. I so enjoyed being here with you, Darius. Darius, you're such a beautiful light. And I'm so humbly grateful to be invited back and be on your platform. It has been a while since I've been here. So I'm very grateful to be back and, you know, share some good energy and some good wisdom. So I hope everybody receives something. And I want to thank everybody for spending your time here, especially with me as well. Thank you.
Much love. Thank you, everyone. Check it out. We'll see you next time. Sending you big love.
Bye now.